January 2, 2018, a cool and wet winter day, probably in the beautiful orange and black clad town of Corvallis, Oregon. The year was young and the students who had returned to campus already were still recovering from welcoming 2018 in a responsible manner. While there had been rumors that their prodigal son, the man known as the Wrecking Nall, and affectionately referred to as a unicorn, could turn pro, not many were prepared for the news that morning. At 11:47 a.m. Josh Norris of NBC Sports tweeted that Ryan Nall was going pro. The report was confirmed shortly after by the Oregonian's Danny Moran. Finally it was announced by Ryan Nall himself, via Oregon State football, a bittersweet moment for Beaver Nation akin to that of a parent sending their children off to college. As much as we wanted to hold on to him forever, we knew there was nothing left for us to teach the young man out of Sandy, Oregon. It was time for our son to take the next step in his life and head to the National Football League. That's where the questions began. What position will he play in the NFL? Some have suggested that, in order to be successful, or maybe to even make a team, that Nall would have to move to fullback or tight end. Many of the same questions cropped up early in his OSU career. Riley wasn't sure where to put him. Gary Anderson planned to move him to linebacker, but he said, "Nah bro," and ran all over people. Can he make it as a running back in the NFL? That's the million-dollar question, but I wouldn't bet against him. How would he measure up at the combine? While his numbers were not eye-popping, Nall outpaced most his backfield peers in the broad jump, 122, and the three-cone drill, 6.95 seconds, and was top performer in the 20-yard shuttle, 4.16, and 60-yard shuttle, 11.57. Who will draft him? While it may be impossible to predict, the three teams that have been linked to him most are the Bears, Bengals and Seahawks. What round will his name be called? Most project Nall to be a late-round pick or an undrafted free agent. Completely random prediction that is sure to be wrong. 6th round Chicago Bears. We will